Okay, episode 148. This is going to be a continuation of. Oh no, it's Shinsengumi. Oh, he's chained. Is it Okita? Oh, and I'm assuming Kondo is also steered. Oh, it seems like. Oh, what's with that face? I guess it's like a mask or something. It, I think it intentionally targeted Hijikata or Shinsengumi. So it's just the two of them. Oh, I guess. Is this a reference to Saw? Yeah. So maybe see seeing how much this guy hates the government, maybe it's one of the Jewy, some kind of Jewy group where they intentionally target government officials or the Shinsengumi in this case. So they're not. Oh, maybe this is just a serial killer who wants to have some kind of fun. A fan? Whoa, this is an extreme fan. He wants to break that or he wants to test that trust. But I guess him picking Okita to be Hijikata's partner, so maybe he knows something. They have to escape. Whoa. And you have to work together with Okita. Oh, and then I guess I've seen this kind of game from Saw before. Yeah, and one has to be yeah, one of them has to go back. Yeah. But the problem is I'm not sure if it's the same that there's some kind of trap for the person who will be dragged. Oh, yeah, I guess that's also somewhat similar to that. Oh. Yeah. I guess. Ina. Okay. But this kinda ruined the tension with the game. I guess this is for you too. What's the twist? One for you. One of you. So one has to. Oh. Will die. Yeah. But I feel like something unexpected will happen, and and both of them will be able to get out. I guess if it's a different person, maybe if it's Kondo, maybe the situation is much more tense. Oh, his mom. Yeah. But they really prepared a lot for them. I wonder if it's really, if there really is a bomb, or maybe it's just really toying with them. Cause that is also possible. Yeah, that he's just messing around with these two. That there isn't really a bomb or something. Just that I guess with this situation, it might somewhat, maybe it might break, it maybe create a gap between the relationship of Hijikata and Okita. But I guess even from the beginning, Okita's already been trying to kill him. So I think Okita's just messing with him. So Hijikata will let his guard down. Oh, I think it's a trap. And then Oh, this is the problem. Yeah. But I don't think Ijikata has a choice if he's really had to take take a piss. Oh man. This is getting worse. I think this is worse than peeing. Yeah. Oh, what if it's also he's also stuck? Oh no. I feel like Ijikata will have eventually peace on his pants or something. Cause he's over analyzing, he's overthinking. I think. Three blood, three drops of blood. Oh, it's morning. He did really prepared a lot for this. Because he has been a fan for a long time. Yeah. Because Jigsaw did have, I guess the difference is, Jigsaw did wanted, he wanted for the people who's playing the game to learn something, to realize something. So I guess maybe he's also trying to do something like that, or maybe he's just testing the resolve of the Shinsengumi. Oh man. So it's a student. But he was really good for a student to be able to prepare all of this. I don't think so. Yeah. I think in the end he has something up in his sleeve to make Hijikata somewhat sympathetic or pity him or something. Oh, they're thinking the same thing. I guess maybe this is somewhat a relationship development for these two. Oh. No. Okay, the thinking ahead. Wow. And this just shows how much bond these two have. That their way of thinking is exactly the same. They're on the same wavelength. But what's really cool here is that they they don't want to betray each other, even though they're desperate in that they hate each other. Even though it's just some kind of front, but still. He caught into it. Yeah, they're forcing each other to betray one another. Yeah. Oh man, I think this is just going to be a loop or something of two of them convincing to go the same path that they want. They're thinking about. Yeah. Yeah. And then I wonder how this will be concluded. And I wonder what this will prove with regards to the relationship of these two. Because this is specifically for these two. Because I don't think the Shinsengumi is just like um, a hoax or something, but I think this is more about these two people. And I wonder what about the kid, the student. His main goal is because at first I thought that maybe this is a plot of one of the Shinsengumi or maybe Kodo is testing the relationship. But if these two, but it seems like it's really from a different from a third party that isn't from Shinsengumi or something. Because what's the proof that Jigsaw has rigged the bomb to the Shinsengumi? What if this is a plot? But I guess, yeah, I don't think this is a plot from the Shinsengumi. I'm trying to recognize the voice, but I don't think I've heard it before. So I guess this is really just a hardcore fan who wants to test the bonds of these two specifically. Because I guess the key in Jigsaw with regards to the test that was something like this was for them to trust each other or give way for each other to get the key. Oh no. Oh. He's really forcing it into them. Oh, there's another one. Kondo? Is it Kondo? Oh. I wonder who it is. So what I'm guessing is that there's another Shinsengumi. And definitely is going is no is there's only another main main member of the Shinsengumi's Kondo. So I'm assuming Kondo is also tied up there, and I guess he's the one who has to take the key. And yeah, I'm really curious on how this will play out eventually. What if it's? I don't think it's going to begin because the Jigsaw did say that he's a fan of Shinsengumi, so I think this is specifically just for the Shinsengumi is and right now more specifically for Hijikata and Okita in Sogo. And but I what I really love in this episode is just shows how much how much Sogo and Hijikata thinks how much they are on the same page or they're or on the same kind of wavelength that they're thinking the same thing. They're kind of understand the situation with just a few hints from each other, and that is really cool. And I think that that also shows how much their relationship has developed throughout the years, even though they're somewhat like kind of rivals, and that's they kind of um I guess Okita is trying to kill Ijikata, but it's a really weird kind of bond that even though you hate each other, you know how each other you understand how each other how the other person um process or thinks with regards to almost any situation that you almost it seems like somewhat something like an empathy or something like that which is really cool. And I think that isn't something that you could develop to someone to your friend that easily without having that connection or um that bond that kind of connection to that person, and having that same kind of breaking down of the things that is going to happen and what they are planning. So it's just really good. And that they're exploring that and that they're showing that to us. And even though their relationship is something like cat and dog, and and I think that last part in this episode will definitely maybe disturb that because I think they're somewhat synchronized in that moment by the end, almost by the end, that they're thinking that they don't want to let the jigsaw guy um go go in the he doesn't they don't want that this guy's um plan is going smoothly, and that they're just following through with that because because I think eventually if they do that I guess knowing that the two of them, I think their pride wouldn't allow them to have this guy have his own way. At the same time, I think if they do that, they wouldn't really have a chance of being able to escape in the end. And yeah, I think the thing that will definitely um, change things a bit more is this introduction of a third person, and as is really going to mess them up, especially if it's going to be either Gin or Kondo. And yeah, either the two of them, I think I would really love that. and but I'm predicting it's going to be Kondo because Gin is not part of Shinsengumi, and it's also another because we haven't seen Shinsengumi since the last arc. So I guess they're making up to that by doing this kind of episode, this arc, because at the same time the reference to Jigsaw. So I guess Jigsaw was already um, maybe the first movie came out when around this time, and I'm not sure when was this episode was aired, and but yeah, I'm really curious on who that person is because it seems like he's just a boy and he's a student that just messing around, and but still he was really he really prepared a lot for this, so it isn't that easy to do that, especially if you're doing this to the government police or the Shinsengumi. So that's not a light thing to do, especially that you're definitely breaking the law. So, I'm curious what the the point of the story in the end and how this will be concluded. And yeah, and learning the true motives of that guy in doing this to the Shinsengumi, or maybe he's really just a massive fan of Shinsengumi. So yeah, how about you guys? What are your thoughts on this episode? Just leave your comments down below, and please like this video, and I'm sorry, and subscribe to my channel for more updates if you haven't already. And if you want to watch the next episode and support my channel, just go to the link in the description down below for my Patreon page. There you will have an early access. At the same time, if you want to watch my reactions in a much better format where the video is not filtered, there's no cover, and also there's a bit of sound that you could hear to the episode. So you could also access that on my Patreon. So please do check it out, and it will really help me a lot in doing this and creating more reaction videos. And hopefully, I could also improve the quality of the video a little bit. And yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to this episode. See you on my next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.